Alright, so here we got 2,000 points between Space Marines and Eldar. This is the Christmas tournament that we do every year. This one is going to be Maelstrom of War Contact Lost. This is our map. Got objective number 2 over here, objective number 6 in the middle, objective number 3, 1, 4, and 5 over there. So pretty interesting map. City on one side, bunker type ruin on the other. Got that nice middle pathway. So for Eldar, we got Farseer with Shard of Veneris, Cronus Bow. We got another Farseer here with Spirit Stones of Anithian and Singing Spear, along with the Warlock Conclave, Singing Spears. Got 2 squads of Guardians, 1 11-man, 1 10-man, Shuriken Cannons, and Warlocks. 5 Rangers over there. 2 squads of 10 Dire Avengers, both having an Exarch with Twin Link Catapult. Got Howling Banshees with Exarch and Executioner. Fire Dragons over here with Exarch and Firepike. 3 Falcons, 1, 2, 3. And they have Hollow Fields, Spirit Stones. And 2 of them have Eldar missile launchers, and then we have an avatar of King as the Lord of War. Alright, over here on the Space Marine side, so we got Captain with Terminator Armor, Relic Blade, Primarch's Wrath, Chaplain with Plasma Pistol, and Armor Indomitus. We got 5 tactical squads of 5-man with various upgrades. Got Plasma Cannons, Flamers, Teleport Homers, Power Weapons, Melt-to-Guns, Veterans, etc. All having free transports, Razorbacks, and Rhinos, and a drop pod. We have 5 Terminators as well, right there. They've got an Assault Cannon, and then we got 7 Assault Marines, which are not on the board yet. Oh no, here they are. That's 5 of them. And then we got 2 attack bikes and Devastators and some Stern Guards. So Stern Guard and the Devastators are over here. And that's it for, oh, and of course this flyer named Storm Talon. And that's the Space Marine list. Alright, so deployment just ended. The Eldar on this side of the map, spread out, using the bunkers for cover. It is night fight first turn, so that'll help the Eldar out a lot. And then over on this side, we have the Marines ready to come out. We've got a bunch of guys up top on this ruined hotel. Some guys in the middle here, on the other flank. Alright, so turn 1 just ended for the Marines. They shot out, moved forward, shot up, killed 2 of the Rangers. Once 2 of them died, after the first people shot at them, they decided to get down into cover and nothing else could kill them. Over here things moved out. So they held objective number 2, which happened to be the objective they rolled. So they have 1 point now. And then also on this side of the board, some shots went out over here, killed 2 Dire Avengers as well. So that's all that happened for turn 1 for Space Marines. Now going turn 1 to Eldar. Alright, end of Eldar turn 1. Units moved up and shot. Killed 1 biker here. Shook this vehicle in the back so it can't move, only takes snapshots next turn. Rangers fired out, didn't do anything. This unit tried to spread out to claim the objective, didn't end up making it in time. Units over here all moved up. Psychic powers, guided and doomed. Doomed a unit over here, which is now gone due to firepower from these 2 units. So that gave me first blood. And then unit over vehicle here shot up top, killed 1 Devastator in the front. And yeah, basically just moving up. Alright, so end of turn 2 for Marines. Reserves came in, all of his reserves. They shot up this unit of Guardians who were then failed their morale and are running back. They now don't have the objective. Over on this side, the other reserves jumped in. Shots out from all these squads here on these Dire Avengers, but they had shrouding because of that Farseer in the back, so they were all fine. Over here, you'll notice that some of these tanks are gone. Both of these tanks were just wrecked. This one shot the rear armor, and over here, this one got shot out by the missile launchers up top. So they got 1 point for securing objective 1 over here in the corner, and that is the end of turn 2 for Marines. Right now, score is 2-1, but it's turn 2 for Eldar next. See what happens. Eldar turn 2. All right, end of turn 2. These Guardians regrouped, shot with the fire dragons at the Terminators. There's now 1 left falling back. He'll keep running next turn. Over here, units moved up. Shrouded was cast. Hallucination was cast. This entire group is gone. First, the Dire Avengers and Hallucination murdered the Jump Marines. And then the tank shot 1 shot. 1 rocket launcher and instant killed his warlord. Over here, nothing really happened. Sniper took out the last biker. And then in this corner, the Banshees had to stay still. And then these combined fire took out the tank, then shot out the guys inside. And now 1 guy holding objective number 5. So right now the score is 4-2. Eldar in the lead. We'll see at the end of turn 3 for Space Marines. Turn 3 for Space Marines just ended. Shots came down, destroyed the pulse gun and put a hull point on that. All 3 of these, the tank and these 2 units, fired out, killed almost half that Dire Avenger squad there. On this side, the Terminator kept running, and all these units fired at the Avatar, and he is nowhere to be found. He is knocked out. Did you get any points? Yeah. Alright, so he didn't make any of the objectives either. So that's the end of turn 3 for Space Marines, and turn 3 Eldar coming up next. Alright, turn 3 just ended for the Eldar there. Not a ton happened, but Fire Dragons came up, shot up the drop pod. It's now destroyed. They're holding the objective. Over here, tank backed up, took some shots along with the Dire Avengers. Killed only 1 guy out of the squad, assaulted it, and still didn't do anything. Over here, the Farseer and the Warlocks came out with some psychic powers, killed 1 guy from this squad, and then the Banshees ran all the way from over there, made a 10-inch charge range by getting double 6s, and wiped out the squad. They have objective 6 now. These guys, Guardians, moved on to objective 4, giving a point for holding objective 4. And then these 2 squads moved up, shot, and fully wiped out the Stern Guard squad there, and knocked out 3 of the Stern Guards over there. So, Score right now is 6-2. Space Marines turn 4 is coming up. Let's see what they can do to try to tie things up again. Alright, so turn 4 just ended for Space Marines. They need to get 3 to 5 kills, or 1 kill to get 1 point, 3 kills to get D3 points, etc. Which they ended up barely not quite killing it. This unit ended up making it out safely from assault. They lost one guy, failed the leadership test, and just ran back. Banshees got shot up by rockets and surrounding vehicles, so they're down to 2. Over here, the Dire Avenger unit and the Farseer, the Warlord, got killed, so they isolated the Warlord. And that was about it, so that leaves it, I think that was 2 points for the Space Marines. So now it is 4-6, so it's getting a little bit closer, but it's now Eldar turn 4. Alright, so turn 4 just ended for Eldar. They moved up, shot up the 2 Stern Guard that were there, claimed the objective. They rolled, since we held 3 points, we got 3 new objectives, and all of them were 3 of them were to hold objective 5, so we got 3 points for holding that. These guys just sort of chillaxed over here. Guardian shot up at the plane along with the Rangers, but didn't manage to kill it. They held this objective, shot up at this guy. These guys turned around, regrouped, shot up. And these 4, the Farseer group, threw some spears, killed some guys over here. They assaulted and wiped out the last tactical. The Banshees ran over, assaulted the tank, and wrecked it. They're hiding behind it now. And the other objective we got was to claim objective 3, which the tank was holding. So that was 4 points this turn for Eldar, giving them a nice lead again, putting the score up to 10-4. So it's not looking good for the Space Marines in this tournament. We'll see you at the end of turn 5. Alright, Space Marines turn 5 just happened. Vehicles all shot down, killed most of them, and the Guardian squad ran away, so they don't have objective 5 anymore. And then over here, the tank just sort of backed up, fired at the Warlock squad, nothing happened. And all these missiles and everything shot at the squad, so they're amazing. It's amazing that they're still alive. Then in the corner, the Banshees hiding behind that tank got shot at, and also made their saves. So they got 1 point for holding objective 2, and that puts them up to 6-10, and it is now Eldar turn 5. Alright, so turn 5 just ended for Eldar. Basically, they got the objective to kill a character, which they ended up doing. They got the objective to claim objective number 2 and do psychic powers. So over here, these guys moved up, blew up the tank, and did 3 psychic powers. So they got D3 points, which they got 3 with. And then over here, after some weakening of the enemy with psychic power, these 2 Banshees ran in, put 1 wound on the chaplain, and then they ran, which they then got chopped down due to sweeping advance. So they killed a character and claimed objective 2, giving him 2 more points. So at the end of turn 5, Eldar is up to 15, Space Marines up to 6. So we're going to see if the game goes on, which it would, but are we going to just end it here? Alright, we're going to just end it here because the Space Marines just couldn't come up on this game. Eldar were having some good luck, but I think in the long run, the Space Marines just couldn't roll good objectives for themselves. So that's the end of the first game in the Christmas tournament, and we'll see you next, which will either be Chaos vs. Orcs or Tau vs. Grey Knights.